All right, everyone, welcome to either the Brevard Sports Network in collaboration with Varsity Sports Nation as BTF and Resurrection going at it. I believe this is Resurrection making plays happen. Again, I believe this is Resurrection getting the ball first. Not particularly sure. Okay, thank you. See, this is why I like kind of being in the people is they can let me know if I'm wrong or right, and I do appreciate that because I do want to get it right for these ladies and these athletes. So Resurrection looking again, little speed out, flag pulled. It's going to bring up third down as there is no down marker for this game. Again, I'd like to welcome everyone live to the city of Miami Gardens, Teddy Bridgewater Field. Third down here for Resurrection. Fires caught. And guess what? Now it will depend on the spot of the ball. Should be close to a first down. And it will be first down, Resurrection. Again, I'd like to welcome you all to the Battle in the Gardens, Day 2, Game 10. Quarterback fires across the middle, intercepted. And BTF with the interception. There's the flag pull. Number 22 with the interception, and that will give BTF their first possession here of the game. First and very short, about first and 5 for BTF. And here we go, quarterback calls for the snap, fires, and that will be incomplete. Second and 5. Second and 5 here for BTF. And they're going to hand off to the running back. And who gets her flag pull. Resurrection getting in there and getting the flag pull. It's going to bring up third down. They say she didn't gain any yards on the play. There's the snap. Looking pumps, trying to find somebody downfield. Gets her flag pulled, might have gotten a yard. And that's going to bring up fourth down for BTF. Fourth and two yards maybe. So what you know, the question is, do either of these teams have a punter? That factors into these decisions. And flag pull. And that's going to be a stop as Resurrection's defense stands up and forces a turnover on downs. Resurrection will come out on offense for the second time here in the game. Quarterback calls for the snap. Steps up, fires. He's got a wide open receiver. Incomplete. That one slipped through. That one was surely going for 6. And a little dump off and bring up 3rd down here. Third down here for BTF. Or not BTF, try Resurrection. Resurrection. There's the snap. Fires over the middle, caught. And that's going to bring up 4th down now. Fourth and short. 4th and about 4 yards here for Resurrection. Timeout called by Resurrection. Want to talk this one over. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in to the live streams, and I want to give a shout out to our sponsor, to the sponsors who are making this tournament happen. G2W Sports, Ian's Remix, Aiden's Lemonade, She Connects, from one sister to another. Again, thank you to everyone who stepped up and has been a partner in supporting Battle in the Gardens. We're on day 2. We broadcasted 4 games last night. Let's see, we're on game 10 now, so that's 6 games so far. Today, we'll be here till the very last game today. Fires over the middle, and that one will be a reception, and that'll be a 1st down for Resurrection. So 1st and goal from the 20-yard line. Snap. Fires, caught. Makes someone miss and finally gets their flag pulled. Bring up 2nd down for Resurrection. Looks, fires to the end zone. Incomplete. They were going for the home run ball there. It's going to bring up 3rd down here for Resurrection. As they get set, here's the rest of the game schedule for the day. You have Top Notch versus Bottom Best, and then Resurrection versus Reapers Elite. Then BFT versus Bottom Best. Looking, fires. Someone hanging on, and overthrown. And that's going to bring up drops looking, fires to the end zone, tipped and nearly intercepted, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So a long sustained drive ends in a turnover on downs, and BTF will now take over for their second possession. So BTF, first down. That's going to be a direct snap to a running back. Fires, deep one-on-one, and oh my gosh! How does she make that play? Could go all the way. Touchdown, BTF. A direct snap, faking the jet sweep, stop and threw it one-on-one. How she came up with that catch, I don't know. But my goodness gracious, touchdown, BTF. Someone clip that and send that one to ESPN for their top plays. Going for one here, fires, incomplete. But the important part is BTF gets on the board first with a great play design, great execution, and they lead 6-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds right here on the Brevard Sports Network in collaboration with Varsity Sports Nation. Here's Resurrection on the little dump pass, and that'll pick up a nice gain. It's going to be second down here. Or check, that's first down for Resurrection. And there's the completion. That's going to bring up second down now for Resurrection, as they had a nice sustained drive their last drive, just unfortunately stalled in the red zone. Second down now for Resurrection. Snap. Fires over the middle. Caught. And that is a nice completion and a timeout call by the Resurrection head coach. When they come back, it'll be third down and 6. Check that 7. Again, we'd like to thank you all for tuning in to Battle in the Gardens, live from Teddy Bridgewater Field in beautiful Miami Gardens. There's the snap. Fires, it's caught. And where will they mark her? 4th down, and they're going to go for it. It's a yard and a half is what separates them from a drive continuation. Drops, fires, going for it all, and number 1 from BTF knocks the ball down, but there is a lot of commotion on the sidelines, and so that'll be a turnover on downs. And the coaching moment there, and the resurrection coach was telling his receiver, when the ball's up that high, you got to go attack the football. You can't always just wait for it to come to you. You got to go up and go attack it. Snap, fires, and this one, long pass, tip drill, caught. It's caught. She's going all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, BTF. Now, wait a minute. And you can definitely tell BTF practices the tip drill all the time, because that's now the second big play on a tip drill that BTF has gotten. Rolling right, fires. Those behind the receiver, incomplete. So BTF now goes up 12-0 on Resurrection after a beautiful touchdown. And again, it's off the tip drill. There's all your partners and sponsors that are making this weekend happen. And right now the Resurrection head coach is having a conversation with the referees. But BTF making things happen. like to thank everyone who's watching on each of the live streams, whether it be on YouTube, on the Varsity Nation YouTube page, or if you're checking us out on Facebook, the Brevard Sports Network Facebook page. Whichever of the live streams you're on, if you could give those pages a like, throw a subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated to both platforms. As we're using these platforms to try to give these athletes the opportunities to, be seen and get names out there and get their place. I mean, this has truly been an awesome tournament. Again, while they're discussing how this has gone, there's the schedule for the rest of the day. Next game will be Top Notch versus Bottom Best. Then after that will be Resurrection versus Reapers Elite. And the game following that will be BTF versus Bottom Best. So I believe we have 6 or 7 more games to go after this one. And you best believe we will be here all day long. We've got power. We've got our internet signal that's allowing us to broadcast. So as long as the equipment holds up, we will be here and have every game live on both of these great platforms. First down here for... And oh wait, was that halftime? Okay, that was a quick moving first half. Of course, I guess when you don't have as many incompletions and clock stoppages, first half does tend to move kind of quickly. So that was halftime. All of my talking to you at home. So. BTF. You want to talk about an opportunity right now. They scored to end the first half. Timeout called by BTF. But you want to talk about a double dip opportunity. If you're BTF, you scored to end the first half, and then you get the ball to start the second half. This game could get out of hand very, very quickly. Again, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, chime in. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, maybe even which athlete you're supporting. We try to give shout-outs, and I'm trying to be an interactive broadcast. If I see your comment left in the YouTube chat, I try to give you a shout-out. If I see your comment on the Facebook live stream, I also try to give you a shout-out. Here we go. Second down here for BTF. Fires, and they're going for it. And almost another. That one, when that ball gets tipped, you can't count the play out yet. Because BTF has shown that they practice the tip drill all the time. That concentration doesn't end until the ball's either in their hands or that ball lands harmlessly to the ground. It's going to bring up third down here for BTF. Big bunch formation, one receiver slid to the outside. There, gives off number 22, number 22. We saw this, and great job getting the hand. They're knocking the ball to the ground by the Resurrection defender. Knocking that one out, and that's also a huge loss. That's fourth down now. Again, now begs the question, does BTF have a punter? We got and there's the play. There's the fourth down play, and Resurrection gets the turnover on downs, and now short field. Can Resurrection, this is the time they got to capitalize and get themselves back in this ball game here. You got a short field. This is a time you need to score if you're Resurrection. This is first and goal here from about the 19-yard line. Okay, nope. That was third down. This is the punt. And there's the return. Laterals out of two players' arms, and the ball will be dead. So here comes Resurrection now. First and short. First and about 4. Looking, and here comes the quarterback. Quarterback's going to run. Quarterback's going to take off. Flag not pulled. Spin. Tried to lateral it, but the flag was pulled before the lateral, but that'll be a first down for Resurrection. First and 10. First and 10 from the 35-yard line. We got Ingrid Zaldivar, said her daughter is number 12 for Bottom Best. And again, another nice junkyard play. Where do they spot it? They're going to give her. That's first and goal from the 20-yard line. And now here we go. First and goal from the 20. Resurrection, again, needs to score here. Alan Cartman says, watching from Loxatachi. Go Resurrection. Resurrection there with another completion. Gets a couple of yards. Loxahatchee, I believe. Well, welcome, Alan Cartman. And Ingrid, you will see your daughter's team in the next game after this one. Drops back to pass. Looking. Got all day to throw. Might want to consider running. Fires that one to the end zone. Incomplete. Broken up by number 22. And the quarterback had all sorts of time, but there's a flag on the play. There might be a reason she had all sorts of time. Well, whatever the call is, Resurrection head coach does not like it. And it will be called on Resurrection. It's Alex. Says, let's go BTF. Ingrid says, Bottom Best is representing Homestead, Florida. All right. Drops back to pass. Dumps it off to the center. And there's the lateral. The lateral gets work done. But I believe this is third and goal. And the Resurrection coach is arguing something with the official, and the official basically, in a nonchalant way, kind of just said, "Coach, that's enough. One more, and you'll be watching this one from the stands." As tires squealing in the background. Luckily, no thud or crash of glass. Quarterback, again, has all day to throw, fires, dumps it off there to number two. Number two gets it, and I believe it's going to bring up 4th and goal now. Where do they spot it? At about the 7-yard line, 4th and goal from the 7. This is a really nice drive by Resurrection here. But can they finish this drive off by putting the ball in the end zone? That is the crucial question that's about to be answered. Drops back, fires, and incomplete. So once again, Resurrection gets to the end zone, or gets inside the 10-yard line and cannot put it in the end zone. And now BTF will take over. As BTF now takes the field. And they have a wide open receiver, and again, just threw a little too much outside, tried to lead her a bit outside so she could turn, catch, and get upfield. But it is 2nd down. And an incomplete pass is going to bring up 3rd down now. Right now, BTF leads 12-0. And a timeout called by BTF. Again, let's thank the sponsors and partners that have helped make this tournament possible. G2W Sports. Ian's remix of Aiden's Lemonade. Of course, Aiden's original lemonade. And She Connects from sister to sister as we got to cut back to the action. And now another timeout is called. And coach is not too pleased. The BTF coach not too pleased right now with it seems like he's called the play twice and they didn't line up correctly. And nothing infuriates a coach more than either pre-snap mental penalties or having to call the play twice. And either someone didn't pay attention. That coaches will say they'll take penalties and like acts of aggression, pass interference, because it's in the act of trying to make a play. But the ones that drive coaches up a wall the most are the ones not paying attention to the play call, not lining up the wrong way. Just things that can be coached and fixed. And there's number 22 rolling. Stops, fires back across her body, and incomplete. 4th down now for BTF. And BTF is going to punt. And here comes the punt from BTF, and that is a high punt. And they tried to return the kick, and well, that did not go as planned. All right. Again, Ingrid, you will see your daughter's team play next. The bottom best plays next, as I'll show you right here on the screen. Bottom best will take on Top Notch in the next game after this one. And here comes Resurrection. There's a catch and a beautiful play. But again, right now, if you're Resurrection, you have limited possessions left. This is one you need to score right now. Steps up, fires, and through the hands. Again, don't know how much time is left. Third down now for Resurrection. Looks, fires, and caught. And she reaches the ball across. Are they going to give her the first down? I think they will. Yes, they will. They're going to give her first down, Resurrection. But again, they're taking a long time on their drives and coming away with nothing. First down and goal. Fires, tip, and intercepted. And once again, you're probably thinking, okay, Caleb, we get it. No, but I can't stress it enough. As someone who broadcasts high school football all the time, the tip drill is, I think, one of the most underutilized practice drills that coaches use in practice. And you're seeing it play out right here. This is now 3 huge plays made by BTF that can be practiced in the tip drill. And when you practice that, that allows you to concentrate and make those big plays like that. As BTF now is looking to just run this clock out. They're looking to take as long as they can. They're up by 2 scores. They're just looking to run this clock out and get out of here with a 12-0 win. Again, coming up next, it's Top Notch. It's Bottom Best going at it right here on the Brevard Sports Network in collaboration with Varsity Sports Nation. Here in the Battle in the Garden, live from Teddy Bridgewater Field. Fires and intercepted. Resurrection with an interception. But again, when you've had 2 drives get into the red zone and you come away with no points, it's one of the this turns into one of those games that you end up looking back and saying, look what we could have done. Fires, incomplete. And again, with how quickly Resurrection is moving, there cannot be too much time left in this game. new quarterback. Drops. Serving the field. Fires to the end zone. Got him. It's caught. Touchdown. Resurrection. And now you figure they have to go for 2 here. Again, don't know how much time is left in the game. But there can't be too much time left. I mean, this broadcast is about 43 minutes, so they going for the 2-point conversion, fires and knocked down, but Resurrection does get points on the board. And it's 12-6. Again, like saying Ian's remix. Aiden's Lemonade. And she connects one sister to another. So referees keep looking at their clock, meaning there can't be too much time left. But now, wait a minute. There must have been a penalty either on the touchdown or the point after try, because there's a huge shift in possession here. Huh? Okay. And number 22 makes up, and there's a sack. Timeout called by Resurrection. They're trying to preserve clock here. As the clock resumes. There's the handoff, number 22. Number 22 trying to get to the outside. Number 22 cuts back and winds up on the turf. But as the referee says, wind the clock. Timeout taken by Resurrection. Again, with this stop clock, this is a battle. And here we go. Not when you're sitting down now. Number 22 looking again, gets out in space, gets the flag pulled. And they're going to force a punt. Now this is going to be a very important punt, and how it's handled is going to be huge right now. Snap. Punt. And that one, it's going to be returned from the 40. She's got room, laterals it backwards. And probably lost a couple yards on the lateral. And that will do it, folks. So BTF takes the 12-6 victory. Coming up next, it's top notch. It's bottom best. When we'll have it in a couple minutes right here, either on the Brevard Sports Network Facebook page, or if you might be tuning in from the Varsity Sports